It's deja vu for Trace Weston all over again as he looks set to be kidnapped by Kane Tejada. Welcome back to Fog Entertainment. It is a Power Book 2 Season 4 Fairy. It's always a mumbo jumbo to get a Power Book Fairy video out there reading it out, man. Season 2, Power Book 1, 2, 3, whatever. But we're here, the official trailer's out. We've got a month to go to the final season of the second book. The second sequel is it? And we're looking at this fairy where, of course, in the trailer it shows us Kane Tejada rapping the door of the Westons. Now, let's just look back at Season 3. Well, we guess actually we look further back. Look back at Season 1. Kane pretty much kidnapped, right, BRAYDEN, sorry, and Trace, and forced them to sell drugs on the corner, which obviously didn't go down too well with the rest of the Weston family. And when the police got involved, Trace was more than welcome enough to pin that blame at Kane Tejada's door, like a tool. I mean, why did he do it? Not quite sure. I mean, surely he would realise that there would be ramifications, brother, for doing that sort of stuff. I mean, at least BRAYDEN actually clocked on and realised that if you're at him, you're going to die. He saved Trace's life, and I don't know, the Trace character, right, is just the most generic jock for like American schools and college. I mean, they couldn't have done him more to a T. And then the whole usage of white privilege, of course, that's going to get fired in there. But forget about your white privilege. It's just been revoked because the door gets wrapped and he gets punched by Kane Tejada. Now, of course, if the Tejadas, Effie, and that Noma person are going to war with Ghost, well, not Ghost, Tyreek, but you know what I mean. If they're going to war with Tyreek, who's pretty much is Ghost, I mean, based off that trailer, they've just essentially went, you know what, you're going to be like your daddy. And that's pretty much how that's went for him. But him and BRAYDEN going to war with the Tejadas, the Tejada faction, we'll call them that. It looks like he's going to kidnap him and probably leverage like Trace's life. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised though if BRAYDEN just turned around and said, you know what, actually, you can kill my brother, I don't give a shit. But then you could definitely see his family getting involved. But his dad got arrested at the back end of season 3. Could his mum and sister get involved in the take back of Trace Weston? I mean, I'm not too sure, but I couldn't. I mean, what would Tyreek think about it? Tyreek would probably say, no, you're not even allowed to give him up. And, you know, when he tells him to jump, he asks how fucking high. I mean, that's pretty much how that goes for him. And that's what I do think is interesting about it. None of these people have really lost family members in this show. So, well, I mean, obviously he did kill his uncle Lucas BRAYDEN, but at the end of the day, man, I think what's going to go down here is probably something a wee bit bigger than that, and it's going to be a whole full-scale hostage situation. Like, Power seems to milk these situations like someone gets taken. Seen it in the original show, seen it quite a lot here, and nothing really ever comes of it. Like, it's very rare that someone would actually die from one of these scenarios, but here, maybe they'll break the trend. Maybe they'll actually pull the trigger in this instant. Pun intended, whatever. I'm not too sure it would be via trigger that Trace would die. But then, would he really care though? Is that the leverage that Kane thinks over BRAYDEN that's going to work? I mean, honestly, I don't think it would be. But I mean, from the trailer, as the footage we've shown and broke down, if you want to see the full trailer breakdown, go check it out. He's definitely taking him somewhere. He's punched him in the face at the front door of the family house. He's probably going to drag him, throw him in the back of his Range Rover, and he's not going to torture him, but he'll probably leverage him. He'll probably leverage Trace for BRAYDEN to give up Tyreek or something. It's like, I like you, Tom Cruise. He always calls him Tom Cruise. What, Ben Affleck, Vanilla Ice, Silver Spoon. That's another one he called him. So at the end of the day, that's probably how it's going to go down. And it's going to be a question of, well, will BRAYDEN give him up? It's the final season. There's definitely more chance that they would kill BRAYDEN, Kane, Trace over the actual main character. So, again, Tyreek's not going to be given up. It looked like at the end of Season 3, Tyreek's number had came up. I'm not saying he won't get into any life-threatening situations in this Season 4, because of course he will. It's the final season, but I think he'll live and there'll be no like proper ones at the end of the day. But that's where we're going to leave this video. Kidnapping, hostage situation, whatever you want to call it, is going down here in the Season 4 trailer. So leave your thoughts down below. Until next time, Fog Entertainment signing out.